Right, as we leave the hotel, we're heading up onto Rhodes Drive. You'll find that I talk about Rhodes quite a bit because he had quite a big influence on the southern suburbs of Cape Town, so bear with me. As you can see, the area that we're driving through is really beautiful and lush. The southern slopes of the back of Table Mountain has a much higher rainfall than the front slopes. So we have these beautiful forested areas. The very early settlers into Cape Town harvested the trees, obviously for building and for furniture and so on. And as the trees were depleted, the cutters moved further around into Hart Bay, and Hart Bay translates as Wood Bay. But even then, the wood supplies were becoming depleted, so we started planting pines and eucalyptus. And for many years, the slopes of Table Mountain were covered in pine trees. If we turn left here, please, Angela. And those pines, hikers walking up onto the mountains were encouraged to take pine saplings with them and to plant them all over the mountain. And it was only once that had been done, and that was being done in the 1950s, was it realized that was completely messing with the water table. So ever since then, there's been a big push to eradicate those pines and the eucalyptus. And as we come out onto Rhodes Drive now, you'll see that the side of the mountain has been cleared quite extensively, and the natural vegetation is being allowed to grow back. So if we look up, you can see the pines up on the side of the mountain. And Angela, if you would turn right, please. And the eucalyptus around us. Those, over time, will be removed, just as the indigenous vegetation and the indigenous trees grow. Right, we're now heading towards Kirstenbosch. And just a word about the vegetation in the Cape. The Cape has one of 6 plant kingdoms worldwide. Just to give you an idea, almost the whole of the northern hemisphere is one plant kingdom, and the Cape is an area, the plant kingdom for the Cape is an area that extends for about 200 kilometers from the north of Cape Town through to about 200 kilometers to the east of Cape Town. And that very small area has the highest concentration of indigenous plants anywhere in the world, including the Amazon. We have about 9,000 species of plant in the fynbos biome, fynbos being fine bush. And those 9,000 species really fall into 3 major categories. And Angela, would you mind just pulling over here and just stopping so I can just talk about where we are?